For more than 50 years, Steve Isaac has been a standout in both competitive golf and golf administration, and it all began with a remarkable collegiate career in Williamsburg. Despite competing during an era when the tribe only played spring schedules, Steve still ranks in the program's top 20 for both top 5 and top 10 finishes, and he holds the highest single season and career winning percentages in school history. In 1967, he posted an incredible campaign, only losing to 9 people all season long, and winning the Virginia Intercollegiate Championship and becoming the first tournament medalist in school history. A year later, he added a runner-up finish at the same event and closed his career as team captain with a second-place showing at the Southern Conference Championship. After W&M, his passion for the game never faded. He went on to win 11 club championships, 7 Richmond Golf Association titles, and 3 VSGA championships. In 2008, he was named the Virginia State Golf Association Senior Player of the Year. On a national stage, he qualified for 2 USGA Senior Championships and represented Virginia 4 times in the Virginia Carolinas team matches, captaining the squad in 2010. Off the course, his leadership carried into golf administration. He served as president of the Middle Atlantic Golf Association, was a longtime VSGA board member, chaired the Virginia State Open for over a decade, and received the VSGA Outstanding Service to Golf Award in 2009. A 1973 graduate of the Marshall Wythe School of Law, he maintained a private law practice in Richmond for over 50 years and has served since 1995 as the Director of Character and Fitness for the Virginia Board of Bar Examiners. From college standout to statewide legend, his impact on the game and those around it has been nothing short of extraordinary. Steve Isaacs, welcome to the William & Mary Athletics Hall of Fame.
A couple of quick observations. I am definitely the super senior of these inductees. There are a lot of tall people here tonight, I've noticed, and if there had been a shot clock and a three-point line, Lowen Hop would have averaged 35 points. What a thrill it is to be introduced by Jay Colley, the longtime, iconic, well-known voice of the tribe. You know, on Saturday afternoons, what is there better to hear than touchdown William & Mary, touchdown Green and Gold, touchdown Tribe? And I have to recall, in regard to tonight's also special inductee, how that must have sounded on September 5th, 2009, when B.W. Webb intercepted a ball on about Virginia's 40 at the game in Charlottesville. He took that interception to the goal line, he took it through the end zone, he took it out of the end zone, and he took it to the visitors' tunnel. And as I recall, I was at the game when he came out of the tunnel. There were flags that were for excessive celebration. BW, greatest penalty in the history of William & Mary football. Earlier in the year, when the athletic department contacted me for a date and time to speak with athletic director Brian Mann, I assumed the donation solicitation was imminent. When Brian called and advised that I had been considered, I had been nominated, and then selected for the William & Mary Athletic Hall of Fame, I was taken aback. I was humbled to have been even considered, much less selected. But I was and am extremely grateful, not only for myself, but for the William & Mary Golf program and former players. Later that afternoon, I wrote a check. In 1957, at 11 years old, I competed in my first Virginia State Golf Association tournament, the junior amateur. 2 months ago, I competed in the Virginia State Golf Association Super Senior Championship for 75 year and over. That's over 66 years of involvement with golf. As a caddy, a player, a competitor, a course maintenance worker, a golf shop employee, an avid spectator, a volunteer for state, regional, and national golf associations, and as a lawyer representing golf professionals. Other than pickleball, there's probably no sport in so many ways other than golf that offers such a longevity of involvement. My father, Charlie, started me and taught me the game, and I picked up some choice words on the course from caddying from him. And both my mother and father were always encouraging me and often present whenever and wherever I competed. Golf professionals George Bird, Jack Isaacs, Peter Hodson, and Frank Horelko always assisted me when I requested their assistance, and they gave me expert teaching and coaching. They would be proud now. Of course, the opportunity at William & Mary to compete at the varsity intercollegiate level was a hugely significant and highly enjoyable part of the journey. Joe Agee was the coach, and believe it or not, you know who he succeeded as the coach of the golf team? Lou Holtz. You've probably heard of him. Joe had attended William & Mary. He had competed on the basketball, baseball, and track teams. He became a Marine. He came back to William & Mary to coach. Now get this, football, baseball, basketball, soccer, and then golf for finally 35 years. He was a full professor in the physical education department. He was a member of this Hall of Fame, and upon retirement, he received the prestigious Alumni Medallion Award. Joe didn't teach golf skills and swing thoughts or mechanics, but he was a leader, and in today's jargon, he was an influencer. He made it clear that the golf team represented William & Mary, especially in how we conducted ourselves both on and off the course. And it was not unusual to find out the hard way how you had violated that policy. I was a walk-on, and Joe gave me a chance and opportunity to play. Because of the academic rigor at William & Mary, students were not allowed to have a car, and the golf courses limited their accessibility. I practiced or hit balls on campus. The former Yates dorm field, the intramural fields, Phi Beta Kappa, the Sunken Garden, James Blair Terrace, and finally behind William & Murray Hall. The practice paid off. I obviously made the team and have never had a more positive experience than competing and playing on the William & Mary golf team. In my senior year, Joe named me captain and awarded a partial scholarship. As spring breaks and Southern Conference tournaments were always at great golf venues, Pinehurst, the Cascades and Hot Springs, and Myrtle Beach. And over spring break, my senior year, the team competed in the Miami Intercollegiate, a huge college tournament. Joe, believe it or not, had decided to take his family to the Bahamas, and he sent me and entrusted me to take the team to Miami, and I won't tell you the other stories about dog tracks and highlight. Joe's mentorship was a success. There is a picture of 7 members of the 1969 golf team, which was just shown, and that picture is hanging in Paul's Deli across the street. Now, if you go in there, go about 7 rows up. It's just above the picture of Mike Tomlin and Pete Cipcione. None of us became great golfers, but 4 of the 7 became attorneys, 2 of them became dentists, and 1 a successful entrepreneur. As Brian Mann just said a minute ago, it exemplifies that at William & Mary, a student can compete at the highest level of intercollegiate athletics and with effort and discipline succeed academically, and that William & Mary values the student-athlete experience. This event is evidence of that valuation. The many offerings at William & Mary of athletic participation cannot be underestimated, and I trust and hope that it will continue. Thanks to my family, my friends, my wife Brant, my daughter Cameron and Kevin, my brother Lynn and Martha, and my niece Morgan for being here, high school and college classmates, my golf buddies from the Independence Golf Club in Richmond, colleagues in the legal profession that were just mentioned from the Virginia Board of Bar Examiners, and especially my William & Mary Pica fraternity brothers that are here tonight, including my college roommate, my golf team member, Dan Rizzo. And finally, Jimmy Laycock, well known, Obviously, football coach for 39 years at William & Mary. He was responsible for getting that picture put up in Paul's Deli. And 3 months ago, we won our flight in the one-day member guest at the Williamsburg Club. Congratulations to the other members being inducted tonight. I am humbled to be among you. It was a privilege, and I was proud to compete on behalf of and represent William & Mary. Now, William & Mary is proud of me. What a great, great feeling. Let's win that game tomorrow. Thank you. Go Tribe.